boys, girls, women, and children. Here we go with the hacksaw Maul project. I've been running this since early 70s with one handle. You see that funny looking copper wire, that's why it's still running. I did I punch a hole in it, wrap it with copper, and go back through to tighten it up. A couple of ways you can finish that off, but I just pulled it through, cut it off, and it didn't give for 5 or 10 years. Alright, that's the old. I'm really tickled with this. Beaver Tooth Handle Company. Is that right side up? Yeah, there you go. What I really like is the grains running this way. Because when you pull on Maul sideways to break a split loose, this handle will bend a little bit. Anyway, it's easier on the handle. So I'll get back to you a little bit later. Right now, I'm thinning the shoulder, top and the bottom. They're a little thick, and that's okay. I'm not complaining, especially not beaver tooth. This is a nice handle. I really like this thing, but they're a little thick. Some people like them that way. I like to thin them a little bit, so it's got a little more flex. If you go from thin to thick in a short distance, pry on it too hard and it's going to snap. Or if you cut that, say with a razor knife when you're messing around, you put a little nick in that thing and then lean on it, it will break. It'll break. It makes a weak point. So we want that to slope up this way too. I haven't looked at it, the rest of it yet. Step one is to pull the head out. Let me get that back up here again. We're going to pull the head out. This one's still tight. It's got a couple of, one wood wedge and 2 steel wedges. This is a 6-pounder. I don't like 8, 10, and 12 pounds. They're heavy, and you know, some people like them, but I like the 6 one because I can get some velocity on it. I swing it from the ground over my shoulder, and you can really put some velocity on it. 8 and 10 are, to me, too heavy. Don't need to be that way. If you notice the profile, I'm going to put it here sideways a little bit. See this profile? You look at some of Buck and Billy's splitting axes and look at the profile. Same profile. This is heavier back here, but this what does the work. This thing don't stick on the wood, and you whack it hard enough and it'll go. This will split fir any day of the week. Dry oak's a little bit different story sometimes. And we do, and that's what I burn is black oak. Usually down 2 to 3 years before I even touch it. There you go. That's a start, and we'll see you later. I'm just going to go along here and do some of this, make a comment once in a while, and I'll edit it later. And now I'm pulling the copper wire out. It finally broke after about 15 years. I'll get you later, buddy. And it looks like it loosened up on me one time. I don't remember doing it. Be right back. Got to get the end nippers. Funny thing about it is I know where they were. Not those. These. These are some tools with experience. And they're outdoor tech tip. Blue handles. You're working outside when you can, if it's a quality tool. And the option for red or blue, get the blue. My dad told me he flagged timber for years, starting in the 50s. It's the only color that's not natural in the woods is blue. Orange, yellow, and green, they're all there. You hang a blue tape and somebody will see it. The flagging is what you certain, you see it in some of Billy Ray's videos. You'll see the blue ribbon or the blue paint. I see a lot of blue paint. I think somebody besides my dad did that. Instead of messing with that, I'm just going to cut it off. I don't need to pull that wire off there. Then I'll shut the camera down. Try that again. Hacksaw blades are directional. Point goes away from the handle, if you can see it. I was leaning on that too hard. Come on. Like walk and talk, chewing gum, bubble gum, and all that. You know that story. Anybody laughing yet? Okay, got everything going the right way. This is not a very quality hacksaw frame. Quality tools really pay for themselves. I'm pushing down on the end of the handle to open up the kerf. That's K-E-R-F. That's a good piece of wood there. I'll put it in my spare supply. That'll make a hammer handle. Claw hammer. Alright, that shuts down. And I'm going to go out and drill this handle out of here. Try and loosen up the wedges. It's a little easier. So I look around for blue when I'm looking for these. Color coordinated, you know. Sorry about turning my back to you. Bingo! If I grab it, I'm going to grab it. If this shoulder to grab, hey, and again, apologizing for the back. I'm gripping and pulling sideways. Like that. There's a couple more in there. The first time pretty sure I put this handle in after I broke it the first time. Anyways, these little hammer wedges, little tiny ones. Okay, time to drill. See you in a bit. Hey, sharpen and drill bit. Should read the instructions. I'll go try it. Sorry. Okay, I'll go drive her out the other way. See you in a minute. Alright, once I figured out, it's hard to tell, the eye is fairly straight. It's not like some axes where they're wider on the top than on the bottom. Just a second. Let me change this camera. It's a little better. See the arrow? And the writing. Japan, 6 pound. Wear safety glasses. I think it says caution, wear safety glasses. It's really hard to tell which side's up. But most of them I've seen, the handle goes in the side with the writing. And it doesn't look too shabby. I'll pound on it a bit. I'm going to also, there's a little hammer I found one time. Works good for taking these eyes out. I'll show you in a minute. I happen to have one right here. I had to change cameras, the other one, batteries went dead. So there's a slot. Right now that wedge will go to there. I happen to know, because I just cut it with a handsaw, that it can go to there. So we got to take that off. And then I'll show it to you when I get all done. Bye-bye. Trim the wedge. See where I angled it in there? It'll go in the hole. That's temporarily sitting there. I'm going to go ahead and glue it up now and pound her in. Well, there should be. It's the prettiest thing in the world. I got a little carried away with a hacksaw. But for me, which is what it's for, it's fine. Nice talking to y'all. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.